Hello everyone, this is Shikha with yet another video on my channel. Um, in today's video, I will be uh, verifying Sri Yogi Adityanath's chart to the best of my knowledge that I have incurred so far. In astrological circles, there are many charts that have been floating for Sri Yogi Adityanathji, but in today's video, I will be taking up one particular chart that has been used by Sri PVR Narasimha Rao Guruji in his astrological analysis. In future videos, I will also be taking up many other charts that have been floating in the astrological circles and then verifying which one of those make more sense than the other. The data for the chart is December 29, 1971, birth time 1947:30, and the place is Panchur, Pauri Garhwal district, longitude 78 degree east, 51 minutes 18 seconds, latitude 30 degrees north, 0 minutes and 40 seconds. This is the time that has been used by Sri PVR Narasimha Rao sir, and he has rectified this the given birth time. He was given a birth time between 7:45 p.m. and 8 p.m. and he has rectified it to 7:47 p.m. 30 seconds. Uh, I will be in today's video. I will be verifying this chart with respect to Navamsha and Saptamsha to the best of my knowledge. Okay. A few declarations in the calculations in Jagannath Hora. I will be using set calculation options as recommended by the author, um, which means that the Ayanamsha that I'll be using is Pushyapaksha Ayanamsha and not the Lahiri Ayanamsha, and all the calculations as per Sir, PVR Sir. Okay, first the Rashi chart. In the Rashi chart, the Lagna is Cancer with Ketu, the planet of detachment, in Lagna, and the seventh house has Rahu and Venus in it. Let us quickly check the Bhava chart for D1. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. Bhava chart, Ketu in the ascendant, and the Karka Venus is being spoiled by Rahu. Let's see the longitudes in D1. Venus is at 15 Capricorn 30 and Rahu is at 13 Capricorn 8, pretty much close. So Venus is afflicted by notes. The Lagna Lord Moon is afflicted by Saturn. So Moon and Saturn, let us see the degree of conjunction. Saturn is at 18 Taurus, 13, and Moon is at 15. So around 7-degree difference, but still, Moon is the Lagna Lord exalted in Taurus, and the Saturn, the planet of austerity, is conjunct Moon. So this gives an idea of a person who is very strict, very austere, and who is very detached. Let us go into D9. Switching the Bhava chart to D9. Okay, couple of points in D9. First of all, the Lagna. Lagna is Sagittarius, and the Lagna Lord Jupiter is with Saturn in Pisces. Looking at the Bhava chart, the Lagna Lord Jupiter has gone to the fifth house and not in the fourth house, but it is in Papakattari between Saturn and Rahu. And the second point is, let us look at the seventh house. Seventh house, even though the seventh house is empty in D9, the Bhava chart shows that the seventh house is spoiled by both Venus, which is the sixth lord, and Moon, which is the eighth lord. Let us look at the degree of conjunction. Venus is at 19 Taurus 28 and Moon is at 17 Taurus 22. So very close conjunction between Venus and Moon, and they are sixth and eighth lord, spoiling the seventh house. But if you see the Navamsha, without considering the Bhava chart, Venus, the Karaka for marriage, is in Maranakaraka Sthana in the sixth house. So Venus is spoiled in both Rashi and Navamsha chart. So which indicates there might not be marital happiness. Okay. Coming to the dashas during his maritable age, what dasha would he would have been running? I will be looking at three different dashas to analyze this point. The first one is the most applicable dasha in this case, which is not the regular Vimshottari dasha, but Tara dasha from Saturn. So how do you switch to Tara dasha from Saturn in software? Go to Vimshottari dasha. Okay, this is usually D1, this is usually Kritika, this is the default setting. I will be going to compressed Tara Dasha from Saturn in D9. So choose the Varga Chakra as Navamsha and give switching the ownership of Kritika from Sun to Saturn. Kritika is owned by Saturn, Rohini, the next planet, Buddha, Ketu, Shukra, and Ravi. Um, Native was born in 1971. So 1971, considering the marriageable age in India as between 20 and 40 for males, the probable dasha that was being running was Venus dasha, and Venus is the sixth lord. So sixth lord's dasha was running during the age when he was eligible for marriage. Let's go to Narayana dasha, another Rashi dasha, to verify the same thing. So in Narayana dasha, I'll be choosing the Varga Chakra as Navamsha. This is the Rashi dasha. During the period that I mentioned, the dasha he was running was Taurus, and Taurus is the sixth house in Navamsha. So he was running the sixth house dasha, Taurus, during the age when he was eligible for marriage. Let us look at another dasha for confirmation, Kala Chakra dasha. Going to Kala Chakra dasha. Okay. Kala Chakra dasha, compressed Kala Chakra dasha from D9, from Janmatara moon. I will be using this particular variation of Kala Chakra dasha that Sir uses. Okay. And looking at the same period, he was running Cancer dasha. Cancer is the 8th house in Navamsha. And taking Cancer as Lagna, let us see how various planets are posited. If Cancer is the Lagna, Lagna Lord Moon, Lagna Lord Moon is in the 11th house. But if you see the Bhava Chakra, he is in the 12th house, never mind. And 7th house is spoiled by the 12th Lord Mercury and the 7th Lord Saturn. 7th Lord Saturn, he is with 6th Lord Jupiter, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is with 6th Lord Jupiter in the 9th house. Where he is posited is not of matter is not a matter of concern, but he is with the 6th Lord Jupiter. So things don't look so conducive in with respect to three dasha systems during the age when he was eligible for marriage. Now, the next chakra, the next Varga chakra that I'll be using for verification is Saptamsha, the probability or possibility of having progeny. Switching the Bhava chakra to D7. Okay. In the Rashi chakra, the fifth house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth house is Scorpio. Scorpio is being spoiled by the sixth lord Jupiter and the 12th lord Mercury. And in the Saptamsha, let us first look at Lagna. Lagna is spoiled by Saturn and Ketu. Let us look at the degree of conjunction. D7, Saturn is at 2 degrees Aries and Ketu is at 28 degrees Aries. The conjunction is not so close, but both But Saturn, not Ketu. Ketu has moved to the second house, never mind. Saturn is in the first house. For Saturn, Lagna is the Maranakaraka Sthana, and the Lagna Lord Mars. Where is Lagna Lord Mars? 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th house. He has gone to Badaka Sthana. Uh, and Jupiter, the Karaka Jupiter, is spoiled by Ketu, who is also the eighth lord and also the planet of deprivation. Let us see how the Karaka Jupiter is placed in Rashi chart to see overall happiness from children. Karaka Jupiter is spoiled in Saptamsha chart because he is in inimical sign, first of all, and also he is with the planet of deprivation Ketu and with 8th lord Ketu, who is also the 8th lord. Jupiter is aspected by Mars. Uh, Let us see what is the percentage of aspect of Mars on Jupiter. Mars on Jupiter is 83% aspect, and Mars also aspects Saptamsha Lagna. Let us see the percentage. Mars on Lagna is not, it's less than 50%, but Mars aspects Jupiter with 83% aspect, which is not good because Mars is the 8th lord and Mars is also a natural malefic. Next is, let us look at the 5th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th house is Leo. Leo is aspected by Mars with 100% aspect, if I remember it correctly. Mars aspects the 5th house with 100% aspect, which is a malefic. Let us see if Saturn aspects 5th house. Not very much, 49%. Okay. And fifth Lord Sun is in the 12th house, and 12th house is also the Maranakaraka Sthana for Sun, which is a very bad placement for Sun as such, and also the 5th Lord Sun. There is another classical dictum which says in Saptamsha, if Saturn, Venus, and Mercury, if all these three planets are in mutual trines, then there is no childbirth. Even if there are two of these planets in trines, then obtaining progeny is with very great difficulty or there is no progeny at all. In his case, we have Mercury and Venus in mutual trine in mutual 5-9 position. So this is another point strengthening the fact that he might not have children. If looking at the fact, if I've missed any other point, let's go back to D9. There is definitely a point that I've missed. Okay, switching to Bhava Chakra of D9. The Lagna Lord Jupiter is with Saturn, which is a eunuch planet, and 7th Lord Mercury is also a eunuch. This is a negative point. If both Navamsha Lagna and 7th house or 7th lord, if these 2 points are afflicted by the 2 eunuch planets, Saturn and Mercury, then there is a denial of traditional relationship, that is marriage. So that has happened in Navamsha for this native. So overall, looking at just these two Varga chakras, Navamsha and Saptamsha, we can kind of conclude that there is denial of both marriage and children. In the upcoming videos, what I would like to focus on is his Vimsamsa chart for his uh, spiritual aspect of his life, and also the Dashamsa chart to see if there are any indications in Dashamsa chart with respect to the kind of karma he is engaged in, that is both as Matadipati and as a politician. And after um, focusing on those two and confirming that this chart is indeed accurate with the very limited knowledge that I have, I will be moving on to another chart that is being proclaimed as Sri Yogi Adityanathji's chart, and doing the same kind of, and I'll be doing same kind of analysis with each of the Varga chakras to see if that chart makes sense, if that chart is right. Thank you for this. Thank you for listening to this video. Catch up in the next video. Thanks.